Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Dudes Who Bet Daily, July 16th, 2023. If you're not watching Alcaraz versus Djokovic, check that out on ESPN after this is over. Been a phenomenal first three sets, Papa Dude. I know you are absolutely locked in. What do you think of that tiebreaker in the second set?
Oh, man, it was fantastic. It was unbelievable.
Djokovic won the first 6-1. Alcaraz won the second at tiebreaker. He seems to have control of the match. We'll see if the old vet can flip it around and take care of business. Before we talk about that, let's talk about some baseball, boys. Good day yesterday. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here today. Nationals heading to take on the Cardinals. Cardinals minus 190 with Jack Flaherty on the mound. Josiah Gray on the mound for the Nats. Total sitting at 9. Aaron, I know what you're doing here. Tell me why you're betting the Nats.
I'm not betting this game, period.
Oh, come on.
No, listen. The Nats are the play if you're going to bet it. Like, I can't endorse a Cardinals minus 190 play, but the Nats aren't very good. Jack Flaherty's actually pitched pretty well recently, so maybe he kind of keeps it going, but you can't play Cardinals minus 1.5. You can't play Cardinals minus 190. I don't really want to play the Nationals. It's a pass for me.
Give me that plus 170, baby. Come on. The Cardinals shouldn't be minus 190 against anybody right now.
No.
They almost did. They know they lost the first of doubleheader. By the way, living on the West Coast for sports is phenomenal once you're back on the East Coast again. It's so nice to have all these games over. I had no idea what happened in some of the games last night because I went too early. Look, the Nationals with their best pitcher, plus 190 against a Cardinal team that's struggling. Jack Flaherty, you're right, he's pitched well recently, but man, can he blow up? And I'm not willing to take minus 190 on a pitcher that I think can blow up anytime. So give me those Nats plus 170. Papa Dude, you going with the dog here?
You know, it's very tempting. I thought if they had a shot in that second game last night, too, I would have taken the Nationals with a little bit of prodding in that second game. The problem with the Nationals are you can't trust them. You just can't trust them. And you can't trust the Cardinals either. So I'm with Aaron. I've just got to stay off of it. I just don't have enough confidence. Because if I was going to take anything, I might take the over. You know, these teams can both score a little bit. But no, I'm staying away with it.
Let's head down to Texas. Guardians going in to take on the Rangers. Rangers minus 135 today. Total sitting at 9. Really interesting pitcher matchup. You got Tyler Bibby on the mound for Cleveland. Perez on the mound for Texas. 7-3, but sporting almost a 5 ERA down there. Papa Dude, we'll start out with you. You like the Rangers or Guardians today?
I'd go the Guardians in this one. They're not that bad. Texas has won the first 2 games. The pitching matchup favors them. They need to win this game. I think you could take a shot on the Guardians and feel halfway confident in this one with the pitching matchup the way it is, if their bullpen can hold on in the late innings against a really good Texas lineup. So I would go the Guardians if I was going to bet this one.
I kind of like the Guardians matchup here from a pitching perspective. I would take Guardians first 5. You get plus 115 on them in the first 5 innings. If they tie after 5, you push. If they move ahead, you get to cash a nice plus money bet. So give me the Guardians plus 115 first 5. Aaron, do anything here?
I've kept this series really simple. I think the Rangers are significantly better than the Guardians. I haven't even looked at the pitching matchup. I've just taken the Rangers every game. It's worked out so far. I'll do it again. Listen, I don't like this Guardians. I've said it 100 times. The AL Central is a disgusting division. And I think the Guardians leading that division, well, I guess they're not now because the Twins have been beaten up barely on Oakland. So anyway, long story short, I don't care about the pitching matchup. Give me the Rangers. They're just a better team.
Can I talk you into a Tigers to win the AL Central at 25 to 1? I mean, I've considered this during All-Star break, kind of regretting it now. They could win this division.
Let me pull up the standings. Let's see where they're down 5 games now.
25 to 1.
I don't hate it. They're probably playing about as good as anybody. I still couldn't do it, but at that price, I wouldn't talk you off of it. I mean, they're 5 games out. To me, like the Guardians are the best team, but that's not saying much. The White Sox are so disappointing. I don't think you can back them. So yeah, if you're looking for a price, Detroit probably wouldn't be the worst, and that's a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
Look at how many games they have against Oakland, because last week Cleveland jumped over the Twins because they played Oakland.
Yeah.
Now Cleveland goes and plays a real team. Guess who's playing Oakland? Yeah. Minnesota is, so they've jumped back over Oakland. So if the Tigers have like 12 games, which they wouldn't, but if they have 8 or 9 games left with the A's, that would really be something to look at.
They've got. I'm looking at it now. I can't believe I'm looking up Detroit's chances to win this division. They have 4 games left with them.
Oh,
yeah,
not enough.
Now they also have 3 with Kansas City.
Okay,
that helps.
They should have more than
Oh
that.
no! Wait.
They're in the same division.
They have 7 with Kansas City.
Yeah,
you got to win them all.
It's going to be interesting here because the White Sox said last weekend they're going to be sellers. So the White Sox are going to fall out of this year.
Yeah.
Cleveland's talking about trading away Bieber, who is their best pitcher. So that would make that awfully interesting.
Yeah.
Minnesota's terrible. Detroit's not going to sell. They have no one to sell. So I mean, I'm telling you, 25-1, not a bad price on Detroit if you're looking to get a little spicy here. All right, let's jump over to the final game of the day. And Papa Dude, I got to let you kick it off here. The Astros -135 against the Angels. Total sitting at 10. That is in the pantheon of brutal beats last night. How badly the Astros blew that game, not once but twice for you.
Oh, it was. Well, it's just one of those. You just shake your head. You just shake your head and say, what's going on here? 9-3 against the Angels. I think it was like the 5th or 6th inning. They're up 9-3, and you just think, okay, the Angels sometimes struggle to score. This baby's over. Then it's 9-5, and I got away from the computer for just a minute, and then Aaron texts me, "My God, it's 9-9 now." And then they come right back and get 2 runs. I think it's in the 7th inning or 7th or 8th to make it 11-9. Hang in there, go to the 9th, get another one to make it 12-9, and then the Angels score 4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. One of them on the pitch.
They scored 3 in the bottom of the 9th and then went to the 10th.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice it went to the 10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you doing with the game today? You going right back to that Astros well, Papa Dude?
Well, probably. I don't like the Angels, but I don't like Houston either. They were getting ready to really make a push at the Rangers, but you can't lose games like this. You just can't. You don't get those back. And when you're playing a team like the Rangers that are pretty good, you got to stay with them, and that's a brutal loss. At 135, no, I ain't betting them. No way.
I like the under here. I think the total is a little too high sitting at 10. You got Anderson versus Javier on the mound. I think it's a pretty good pitching matchup for the under. And we saw this, like you consistently see this. You see these games with these massive scores, and the next day the runs don't show up. And so I'll take under 10 here for Astros, Angels. Aaron, you doing anything?
Yeah, good call on the under. Doc texted me about the under earlier today, and I agreed with him wholeheartedly. I think that is the play. If you're going to play the under in this one. If you take a side, I mean, if you made me take a side, I would take Houston. But it's hard to feel real good about that after what happened last night. But you kind of got to put that aside. Listen, Houston's a better team.
They are.
Their pitcher got hurt last night. I think that kind of made everything kind of go haywire. That started it anyway. So I'll take Houston again today.
They better get a closer. If that's their closer, they better get another one.
I would lay the half run in the first 5 if I was going to play Houston. You get, I think it's plus 105 if we're laying the half run first 5. So that if I'm going to play a side, that's where I would go there. Let's jump out here to Saratoga. Current weather report: windy, cloudy, no rain though. It's 40% chance of rain for the rest of the day. Right now, the quick call, the 9th race on the card, still on the turf. A couple Wesley Wards headline this one. You've got the 1 horse, No Nay Hudson, the 3 Eyewitness, both in here. Interesting race. It looks like we're going to try and stay on turf. Turf is yielding to good by the time we get to the race, assuming it doesn't rain. We'll talk about it if it does come off the turf here. But first, Aaron, who do you like if we stay on the turf here and we end up yielding?
Man, I feel like there's going to be an upset in this race. It just kind of has kind of a screwy result written all over, especially with yielding turf. Who knows how that's going to play? And like you said, there's no turf races on the card other than this one because they've taken the other 2 off. I like the number 4, Dr. Osserin, a little bit in this spot. Christophe Clement gets Flavian Pratt to ride. By the way, Flavian Pratt is a beast right now to start this meet. So I do like the 4 a little bit. I put that horse on top. I like the 9 uncashed. And so if it comes off the turf, then Uncashed is going to be a big favorite, I think, in this race. If it stays on, I still kind of like him. Ravelli sent Uncashed up here to run on the turf. He got Irad Ortiz aboard. I know he's never touched the surface, but let's look at these wins that this horse has racked up since coming back off the layoff. I don't care that they were at Hawthorne and Prairie Meadows. These were dominant wins. I think coming up here with this horse and getting Irad is a sign. So I think the 4 and the 9 are the 2 live horses in this race.
So last year, and this is last year, not this year, obviously, when it rained, you could not go gate to wire on these turf courses. You had to come from just off the pace or from way off the pace, depending on how fast the turf was. Yesterday, you could not go gate to wire on these turf courses. It was like, if you look at the sprints, you had to be coming from off the pace. I think that's what you want to be doing again today. And I think what we saw from No Nay Hudson last time is going to be the new running style. He was forwardly placed in most of his early starts. Last time, James Graham pulled him back, and he came flying late. Love the one draw. I think it's a great position for it. You're getting 6-1 right now on the morning line. We'll see if we get all that 6-1. I'm hoping for somewhere around 9-2, somewhere in that range. But give me the one, No Nay Hudson. I think he's going to run him down late to win the quick call. Papa Dude, who do you like here?
Well, I see tons of speed in this. I mean, there's speed all over the place. So I agree. I think a horse that can just sit back a little is going to win it. But I went with another one that instead of the one, but actually I'm going to get to the hat. I'm going to have to go to the hat today because I can't really decide. So I got 4 in the hat. I got Eyewitness, Uncashed, Aaron's horse, but I'm going to go with No Nay Hudson. I actually have 2 names on that horse. I thought he would take the 4. So I will have No Nay Hudson, Eyewitness, Uncashed, and Gaslight Dancer. Gaslight Dancer is my pick. That's my pick. I think he's going to be the one that comes off the pace. And here, what's the matter?
If that's your pick, why are we drawing out of a hat?
Because I hate my pick. Because after I lost that freaking game last night, I don't have no confidence in anything. All right, here we go. Here we go. I hope it's Gaslight Dancer. Here we go. And the winner is Gaslight Dancer. There it is right there. All right. So that horse is going to win. Bet it, guys. Bet
it. Don't sleep on the 7. Better days ahead. Either on the turf or the dirt. I think this horse is awfully live as well. 6-1 there. I almost wanted to pick the 7 on top here. I think getting Saez coming in from Ellis is a pretty good one. And Rob N., my dad had Yo-Yo Candy yesterday and hasn't let anyone forget about it. He did not have the last. He was alive in the pick 5. Didn't have the last race. Frustrating there. 10-1 bet down to 2.
Did he have anybody that was finishing there at the end in that last race?
No, he was 2-4. I think he was 2-4-5.
Okay,
so it wasn't even in question. The 2
had a 46-1 going into that last. Oh my God!
See, we would have had the 8 in that last race who was just flying, but got beat late. So it was a heartbreaker there too. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, let's jump into the best bets of the day. Magic's not here, but guess what? It's JP Mother Bleepin' Sears Day. So he's taking the A's plus a half run in the first 5, plus 110, relying on his boy JP Sears. See if we can keep these best bets rolling. We almost swept them yesterday with 4 nice plus monies there. We'll see if we can keep it going. I'm going to go to Aaron's trend here. The Dodgers are just a better team. And yet, for some reason, after we all picked them the first game in the series, we all picked them yesterday, we are still catching plus money today against the Mets. Max Scherzer is not Max Scherzer of 4 years ago. Bobby Miller might be a better pitcher than Max Scherzer right now. Give me the Dodgers plus 100. I think they're going to sweep the Mets today and finish the job. Aaron, best bet. Give me a little parlay action.
It's funny. I'm glad you picked that one because I was going to pick them. And I thought, you know what? I'm 2 for 2 on these parlays. I'll just keep it going for one more day and maybe somebody else pick them. So good pick of the Dodgers. That was one I definitely am going to bet, had wrote down. Yeah, Phillies Rays for me in this spot. Listen, the Phillies are just a better team than the Padres. They did lose the opening game of the series. They came back and won both games of the doubleheaders yesterday. Wheeler on the mound. He's been pitching really well for the Phillies. So I thought the Phillies were a pretty good play here. And then, just using the Rays, that's the logical play against Kansas City here, just trying to juice up the Phillies price. Listen, the Rays, they're a superior team. They've got a great pitching matchup today. It shouldn't be much of a problem. So Rays in Kansas City, and I'll take the Phillies to beat the Padres.
Papa Dude, talk about some snakes.
All right, I'm going to go with the Snakes today. I like the pitching matchup a lot. Tommy Hendry's on the mound for Arizona. Toronto has taken the first 2 games of the series. I think the D-backs get back today. Henry's only given up 4 runs in his last 25 innings. He has been very, very sharp. Kikuchi goes for
Kikuchi.
What's that?
Kikuchi.
Whatever it is.
You missed the show where we did that.
No, I think I remember it. I do. 9 runs, last 9 innings. That's not good. So I think the D-backs get back today. And the thing is, we're getting plus 138 on a team that I think should be at least even money in this game. So I know they're not playing very well, but I think they get one today. So I'm going to go to D-backs plus 138.
I like it. I wasn't a huge fan of Toronto today. I passed this game, but I would have been D-backs or pass for me here. So hopefully we can get it home. Solid day yesterday, boys. We went 3-1, just missed the sweep with 4+ money bets. Let's take a peek at the best bets for today and sign off here. Magic going with the A's plus a half run, plus 110. I'm going to go with Dodgers plus 100. Papa Dude taking the D-backs plus 138. Aaron on the Phillies Rays parlay plus 137. 5-2 for the week, up $478, up $446 for the year. I love that we got all these plus money bets. Got to keep this rolling. Hopefully we can make it happen. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Good luck with all of your bets across the sports and horse racing world. We'll be back same time, same place on Wednesday. More coverage from both, and go watch Wimbledon. It's a heck of a match tonight. All right. Have a good one, everybody.